everybody. I just wanted to make a quick announcement that this next video will be much different from the last few. This one, along with a few others, including the videos about Ryu's head, and a few other aspects as well, they won't be following the same format that the last few videos have. Now, I recorded my progress while I was making Ryu. Most of it was filmed on a phone camera, but this will be more of a hands-on walkthrough. What worked for me, what didn't work for me. So this is by no means a tutorial on how to do something. Rather, it is a trial and error process that you will get to experience as I am for the first time. So sit back and enjoy the making of Ryu. I'm working on my Argonian cosplay. Well, currently I'm working on the eyes, and you can see I'm very happy with the outcome of these. They look very nice. All I took was cardstock and I drew my design on there. And then I ordered the base for the eyes here from Tap Plastics. And then I just used E6000 to attach them to this. So I'm waiting for this to dry right now. And then I have materials here to make the blinking eyelids. I was working on eyeballs, and I think I kind of know how I want it. But I think it looks very nice. Open and close and whatnot. I've been playing around with this design for my eyes for a while now. I'm trying to figure out how I can make them blink inside the skull, or the head, the base for the head. I did make this eye with eyelids and everything, and it does open and close, but not how I want it to. I would like to be able to control when and how they close. If I only wanted it to close this much, or if I wanted this lid to close, I want to be able to do that. Or if I want them to both close, blink, I'd like to be able to do that. I made something entirely new using my frame from before, and I'm just kind of playing around with it. And I feel like I have something going, but I'm not entirely sure. I've been working on my head for a good 4 hours today. Mostly the eyes here. You can see this is what I intend to have a finished eye look like. Made these completely myself, 100%. You can see the eye almost sort of follows you in a sense. This eyelid was sort of a prototype. The only difference is that you have to manually open and close this one. So that's what I've been working on, to kind of more so automatically do this rather than have to put my hand up there and move it like so. This is the skeleton for some of my eyes. This one's a little bit stiff. Here, you can see this one a little bit better. It's kind of sort of like a lever mechanism in a sense, if that's the right term. So I will be fabricating these with this fabric, the same that I used on the prototype eyelid, and it's the same sort of fabric that we used here. This right here is clay, Sculpey to be exact. Use that to sculpt all the scales. There's more in that container over there and downstairs, which will be added to this after I figure out the eyes. This is what the inside of the head looks like so far. It is not padded at all yet, and these are the little mechanisms for the eyes. I've been working on this for another 3 hours or so. I tried to attach this fabric to my metal frame, and I ended up doing more damage to the actual frame than I initially intended. What I decided to do is go with an entirely new material, Wonderflex. I won this from my last contest. You can see I have a giant roll of it right there. I decided to kind of give this a go. I have it temporarily attached here. You can pull it. Kind of looks nice. Thinking I might just end up moving the bottom lid instead of both lids. I've been having issues closing this all the way because of the glue on the inside of the lid right there. So I took some tape and I stuck it to the inside of the wire. Then I took some hot glue and I glued the tape, and then I stuck the Wonderflex right on here. This is shaped. I stuck it in the microwave for about 15-20 seconds. Then I placed it over my tissue paper wrapped eye. Looks the same as this one, just wrapped in tissue paper so I don't ruin it. And then I cut it and I took off a lot more than I was initially intending, but I think I'm headed in the right direction. Been working on this for another hour and a half or so. I decided to go with only one moving eyelid, which will be the bottom. There's a bunch of extra fabric here because I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to need or how I'm going to place it. Overall, I think it is turning out very well so far. I'm still not entirely sure how I'm going to control this inside the head. I suppose it's just a bunch of trial and error and just playing around with it. Over here I have eyelids, in a sense, the tops of the eyelids. I took the Sculpey Primo and just regular old Sculpey and mixed it together to get this fun color. Then I flattened it out and just kind of added my own designs and whatnot in it. So this is the upgraded eye. I've been working on this for a good 5 hours or so today, and you can see it opens and closes very nicely. All I have right now is a wire on the inside of the head. I need to figure out exactly what I would like to do in order to get that to move. What I did here that was different was I took my Wonderflex base that's attached to a wire here for the frame. I took that to give it a little bit of stability. I cut it down immensely. The other one over here is actually quite thick, about this thick. And over here it's only this thick. So it's a huge difference. I also cut down on this top eyelid. It does not move, only the bottom one moves. You can see here too, there's a big difference in this top lid and this top lid. So his eyes have more mobility in order to open and close. You can see it looks very nice from the front here. I do plan on airbrushing this. I've had a few different suggestions for my eyes, and I might actually redo my eyes entirely. For Christmas I actually got an airbrush, which is in that box right there. So I will be having a lot of fun working with that. It would be my first time working with an airbrush. Here is the inside of the head. Like I said, just a simple wire that moves up and down in order to open and close the eyes. I still need to figure out how I'm going to do that because my head needs to be inside of here, but I am playing around with a few ideas, and this might actually be sitting more on top of my head, so to say, rather than right on my face. So yeah, I've been working on this since August of 2017. It is now January of 2018, just after the new year. I have until July to finish this. I have quite the ways to go still. So this is Judy. Want to say hi, Judy? Hi. So today we're working on my eyes. This here is one of them. You can see this is just the back. Turn it around. It is magnified. This is just acrylics here on the back. We have yet to add the actual base color for the eye. That will be done with acrylics. You can see the reference photo is right here. This is actually an iguana eye, and we're aiming to have something to resemble this somewhat. So I think this looks very, very good so far. Judy is a very big help for me here, because she's teaching me quite a bit. That's it for this part. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next video.